Morning, everybody. Shane Carlisle, Smart Money Trading on the 11th of the 8th, 2022. I was just beginning to chart up, so I thought I'd turn the camera on. This won't be part of the training videos. This will just be part of my daily video I put up of me marking up, so everyone can see the transparency of what I do and how I trade. So let's jump through. Not that too long. Okay, so this is for like the more advanced people. Say I'm not doing a video right now for training purposes. It's just me marking my charts up. So get rid of that. Right enough. Putting my fib zone on for a bounce up to, we're in the odd J, because this is a pair that I've profited from quite a lot recently. So I always start with this one. Get my fib zone on. My fib was from there to there because that was the move that broke that structure. Yes, that broke that, but it didn't come back. So there's that IPA sat under there. Got imbalance under there. You get all these hot bars, so you can just, you've got imbalance there, then it's tried to break a couple of times. So you're looking to get a wick down into this. Now, if that's in your fib zone, I'd probably look to take 50%. There. Stop loss. You can go previous because the previous highs are quite high. But what if you're doing ruling, it'd be that because it sits nice. That covers that. I always like to make that a red so I know when I'm at that end. Well, you've got IPA there, then it's tried. Get me a long position. Back up to previous highs. That's the top previous high. That's trade one, guys. Set up. It is actually looking, because we've got a banker's move here. So it could just move from here. But you see how it come back for that? Be nice to be sat here. Ends on a 1 to 9. Stop loss of 8. So I'd probably move that to 10. Always like at least a stop loss of 10. Depending on what sort of move it is. If it's a nice signature with a lovely little engulfing bankers, then I'm going for the 3 pip stop loss, regardless. But yeah, lovely that. Lines in the fib zone, sat on some IPA. We've got the bank. It's a bit of an, is it an engulfing setup? That's one that, no, not quite. The next, that's the engulf, but it's been touched. That got touched with a candle next to it, but it's like 50% of the move, really back end of the fib zone. So if we get a wick, a nice wick would be nice in there. But yeah, to previous highs, you're looking for, I think it was a 1 to 5, was it? 1 to 5.4. See how it's turned. Probably just coming to get that because I didn't quite get it there. But if you're looking, accumulation, break, 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 came back, dropped, covered that candle. That wick would have got you. You'd have probably got a 1 to 4 out of that just from that move. So how small that candle is. 3 pips. Did it make it? Just accumulation, break, 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 pushing it down. Wants that IPA back. You know, when you see it happening, it's everywhere. That's me just coming on the charts now. If I'd have come on 10 o'clock before I jumped on that Zoom and everything, if I'd have done all my charting, I'd have probably, what am I at now? So look, short position with that candle. A bit of 1 to 3 now. Just from seeing that happen. Had a little breakout there, just cleared that imbalance there. It didn't quite take a lot. So I'd have been looking for a breakout at the top, and then it took it all back. It's come back. Now it's dropping its arse out. Probably to come down here where I'm going to be sat. These patterns move the market. This is internal structure. I'm down in the 5 minute here. So that trade 1 to 3 in 30 minutes. Could have caught that one. We've had the break into the pattern. We covered it. The break, the buy-in was there where that meets. Covered your candle. You go to previous. You go to the previous banker's candle. You got 1 to 3 going the other way from a break. The break of structure is so important. Break of structure, banker's candles, IPA, and double mitigation will be the ones that save you in everything. And then obviously your risk to reward. But I actually like the look of that in the 5 minute. We've just recovered all this. We've got a nice pattern. I'm going to set a position there. What are we? OJ. I've got a 10 pip stop loss. Sorry guys, let me just calculate a position. OJ. Outside. Risk. 10 pip stop loss. 18. See that guys? My FX book gives me everything. Position size. Pips. And then it calculates it. 18.56 from a buy limit. Price 93696. Stop loss 93592. Profit 94262. Okay. First trade live. Yeah. 1 to 5 on that. Got all this IPA to come under here. Let's even box it out and I'll put some drawings on it and we'll see what happens. So we've had the signature, it came up, it's tapped in. Now we possibly look for it to take that IPA and then bounce back up off this price line here, just above it, maybe even to take that on the big drop down. So if we go to there, it's going to the next bankers, and then we possibly see a drop, quite a steep drop to get us tagged in here. And then where's the one that is that it? You just look where you can. Then I personally think we'll break that structure. No, that's not the one. Let's just keep using these. We'll break this back up into where the IPA was. Mitigate from here. And then take it to the moon. Possibly break that structure. Retrace back. Depending on what goes off here, we might have a little flag up to another candle here, just below that structure. And then a take off up to our candle up here. Okay, so that's what the odd J I've got planned for. So I'd possibly look as it broke that structure to sit a position here, covering that candle. Once we'd shown its hand breaking this structure back up after collecting all this IPA. And see if I put that IPA to where it should be. It's tried a few times, so me personally, I could see it bouncing in, taking it. What time are we? 11:30. So we've obviously got New York coming up soon. It's going to start. I'll start getting a yellow beam soon here. It's telling me that New York's around here. We could see it drop straight in. But normally when they take some IPA, they have a retrace just to gather the thoughts and then they go again. But yeah, you'd have a position there which would take you to higher highs depending on how, if we go to a 10 pip, like I was saying before, another 1 to 5 there before it retraces. You know, there's possibilities everywhere, but it's these patterns, the accumulation, the breaks, the retracements. These are the patterns that are going to get you them percentages. So when you see these, start getting excited. Look at it. You've got accumulation where the buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers. Everyone's putting orders here, thinking we're going this. Everyone's putting orders here, thinking we're going here. They're just keeping everybody at bay until they go, thank you, there's enough money there now, thank you. Oh, recovered my money from before. Beautiful. So now not only have they took all the retailers' money from everywhere here, they've also gathered their money back. So they're ready for something big. and that's something big, is coming back to get my candle down here. How they get there could be a direct move, could be a retrace and a move, but they've got to get there. In the golden zone, it's got IPA sat above it. Even if it's a little wick just into it, back up to previous highs, gives me a 1 to 5. You know, probabilities game, guys. It's bloody warm in here. Get rid of that. So we'll keep that. I'll put that in my journal as a chart markup, because we've had an impulse move there. It's left us at this price, but we have had a break into a signature. Yeah, beautiful. That one's all set, ready to go. Just do J. Get out of it, see what's happening first. Never ever go in placing trades without looking what's going on in the big time frame. See how we've had that big retrace? People would have been sat at that candle, but it failed. So looks like they're coming down here, or they'll possibly sit there, bounce back up, but there is this here. So we're looking for moves. We broke there, so we could possibly trending down, but they need to fill that imbalance. So let's get in a little bit closer, see what's going off. Right, so they filled that imbalance, created that imbalance whilst filling that imbalance. So now what I'd be looking for is breaks of structure in here, down in the 15-minute. Right, so that move originally broke that structure, IPA, it's got that IPA, it's just come back for that IPA. Candle. Wick. 8 pip, 1 to 3. Just in that little area, you're a 1 to 3. Go to there. Previous highs, 1 to 10. They happen everywhere, but you have to have this break of structure. You've not broke that structure there. See that? So that's not a move. Yes, it looks lovely. It's broke that structure, but it's not broke that one. So I wouldn't even be looking there because it's settled at that structure. It's that IPA there. So I'd be looking for it to bounce up. Sort of stepping up. You know, there's that down there, which you could possibly see that just spike that and then go. Just don't forget we're in the 15 minutes, right? I'm trading internal structure here in the 15-minute. Ultimately, you're looking for it to take that IPA back. So if you were to catch a move at this low point, even if you were to cover the lowers, you were looking at the longer term side of things, say longer term, that to that is like 2 days. But they're coming back for that IPA because on the 4-hourly, we're moving up towards a banker's candle. We've just filled imbalance and created imbalance while sat on top of some more imbalance that's rejected with some breaks of structure. Now, I know that sounded a bit boo, 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 but for the people that understand, this is for the people that understand. You're in a zone here now that's created imbalance, filled imbalance, whilst creating more imbalance, sat on top of some imbalance where that banker's move there that broke the structure, they've just come back to collect. You know, it happens all the time. It's just being sat in the right places at the right time. Like that. Had a long position on the line, had it covered just under there. Why is it's because it's 1 to 4. Because it's sat between two pieces of imbalance with a banker's move in the middle, just looking for a little rejection, which I got. You know, they happen all the time. I like to trade internal on the way up to big moves, and then I wait for it to show me what it's doing here. This is where I get my percentage, climbing the charts with the banks. And then when we hit where the banks put the money, I wait for them to show me a double mitigation before I drop for the big move. So I'm catching 4 or 5% every day climbing with the little moves. Yes, I'm taking little losses here and there, but they're getting less and less with the weeks that go on. You know? But again, we've not broke that structure. We've not broke that structure. So this needs to show me, yes, we've got imbalance there. We've got a massive bit of imbalance there. I'd like to see a break. Possibly take half of it back, about here. A retest back to a banker's. And then a fill back up to there. And then I'll assess it more when we hit this noise. That would be my lovely bit of play now. See a big push out of New York. Back down as the cool down period after New York. And then just steadily up through the Asian session. No. So I've got that set at 3 o'clock, just after an hour after New York. So we'll see where these two are at after that. Got the odd J and the USJ. We've got me imbalance drawn on this one. But again, I'm waiting for breaker structure on this one. So but that's ultimately what I'd like to see. Take a little bit of that imbalance back. Possibly, yeah, around there. There's a bit of noise there. Possibly hit there, come back down to around this sort of price level where I'll have a position. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So I'll sort of have a position sat around here. Depending on where me, I always like to put it at 10 to the top of the imbalance. Where I'd like it, because we've already took half back there. So possible 1 to 20. Obviously I'll take, depending on how quick it moves. If it moves rapidly up to like a 1 to 7, I'll probably sell it out. But then if it does like a 1 to 3 and then up to 1 to 5, I'll just trail behind it and see where it ends up. But these are all probabilities, guys. That could blast through, you know. But the banks want that. whether they chew away at it just by nibble, 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 bit by bit. I just need to catch the next impulse move, find something down here to sit at where they push the money, ride it with it. 1 to 20 at a 10 pip stop loss, but it'll probably be more like I'm guessing it'll be more like a 20. So a 1 to 9. But I'll journal these two and make another video once they've happened. Yeah, fun times ahead, guys. Had a couple of people reach out for one-to-one mentorship. There obviously will be a price for my one-to-one time. Anything I put out there through this process, through my YouTube channel, through just chatting in general, that's absolutely free, nothing coming about. But obviously we're all here for time freedom, and my time costs money. So there is a charge for one-to-one time. First chat up, there'll be no charge with the first chat, because that for me is just to get a knowledge of where you are with your trading, and what sort of help I can offer you, where we start, you know, and then we'll discuss further forward. Hope you all have an absolutely amazing afternoon. I'm going to set that USGA up when it, in fact, guys, what I might do, I'm not in no, I'm looking for it to break that. So, right, set an alarm. Break structure, breakout. Right, I've got a breaker structure there, and I have a position set there because we had the impulse move that broke that and broke that. So we could possibly see them react off this. We might skip that. No, yeah, it could possibly just drop. We've been here for a while collecting money. Breaker structure, getting back, sat at that price. Possibly got one to summit out of that, but you're in noise. You've had a big move. You're not going to have another big move once you've retraced that amount of time. You know, there's only an hour there. Just picking your times of where and when. Accumulation, bang, 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 down. You've got your percentage there. Come away. Jump on your demo. Demo gives you a blast down from that point, because you've had a double mitigation. Mitigated, broke it, double mitigated, drop. We're taking that back today. Cool, no problem, guys. I'll get this uploaded now, and we'll do a follow-up video later on, around 9 o'clock. All right, guys, peace out for now. See you on the next one.